Let's do some simple algebra. Right, let's imagine we go to a store and we buy some cats and some dogs. We go to a pet store. Let's let the cats equal C and the dogs equal D. Okay? Now, we want to know how much a cat costs and how much a dog costs, but the shopkeeper won't tell us. But what we can do is ask the people coming out of the store how much they've spent. One person comes out of the store and they say, I bought 2 cats and 1 dog, and I bought them for £40. Okay? So, you write 2 cats plus 1 dog equals £40. You make a note of that. Another person coming out of the store, and they say, I bought 3 cats and 2 dogs. Let's write that down. And I paid £65, they say. Now, let's assume they paid a fair price, all of them. How much is a cat? How much is a dog? Well, you wouldn't think that you could work it out from these 2 equations, but you can. It's called simultaneous equations. I'm going to write that down. Simultaneous equations. Right. Now, instead of copying out cats and dogs and cats and dogs and cats and dogs and pound signs, what we're going to do is write the same equations, but without the words and the pound sign. So 2 cats plus 1 dog equals £40 becomes 2C plus D, because there's only one of them, we just write D, equals 40. Right, so all the numbers are pounds now. And we call that equation 1. Now, equation 2, 3 cats plus 2 dogs equals 65. Okay, so it's 3C plus 2D equals £65. We just write 65 and we call that equation 2. Very nice. Now all we've got to do is work out the price of a cat and the price of a dog. How do we do that? Well, one way of doing it is to isolate one price. Get the price of a dog on its own in terms of cats and pounds. Well, that's very easily done because we take equation 1, 2C plus D equals 40. That's equation 1. And we minus 2C from that side and we minus 2C from this side because we've got to be fair. Right? Here's the centre line of the equation. Whatever we do on the left, we've got to do on the right. Well, 2C minus 2C, that becomes 0C. So 0C plus a dog equals 40 minus 2 cats. Well, 0C is 0, so cut that up. D equals 40 minus 2C. Dog equals £40 minus the cost of 2 cats. Right? So you know it's £40, you take away the cost of 2 cats, and you're left with the price of a dog. You still don't know what a dog is or a cat is, but you do know that that's true. Let's call that equation 1A. So we've rewritten equation 1 into an easier format. Now we put equation 1A back into equation 2. I'll show you what happens. Write out equation 2. 3C plus 2D equals 65. And instead of D, we put brackets, and we put what we know D to be, which is 40 minus 2C. So look, we worked out that D equals 40 minus 2C. So let's go back to our brackets. 2 times D is 40 minus 2C. Close those brackets. Equals, go back to the equation 2, 65. So we write 65. Ooh. Right. Looks a bit complicated. This is about as hard as it gets. Now we've just got to work out the brackets. So we'll call this 2A. So 3C plus 2 times 40, 80, plus 2 times minus 2C. Well, positive times a minus is a negative. So it's minus 2 times 2, 4, and it's just one c, so c equals 65. Notice that we don't have any dogs left, so now we've only got cats and pounds. Let's work this through. 3c minus 4c, well that's just minus c, isn't it? Plus 80 equals 65. Looking better. Let's use our algebra technique. We add a c, so we do the opposite of that, and we add a c on that side. Remember, it's got to be equal past that center line. Minus c plus c becomes 0. Okay? 80 equals 65 plus c. Right. Anyone want to guess what we're going to do to that? I suggest we minus 65 from both sides. So let's minus 65 from the right and minus 65 from the left. 65 minus 65 on the right becomes 0. 80 minus 65 on the left becomes 15. 15 equals what's left on the right? C. Therefore the price of a cat is 15. Right, let's go back to equation 1. If the price of a cat is 15, what's the price of a dog? Well, we just put the price of a cat back into the equation. So let's rewrite equation 1 and solve it. So we're going to rewrite it here. 2c plus d equals 40. That's equation 1. Right, we know that c, or we think that c, is 15. So 2 times 15 plus d equals 40. 2 times 15? 30. Plus d equals 40. What are we going to do? Use algebra, take away 30 from that side, take away 30 from that side. That cancels that. D equals 40 minus 30, 10. Wow. So d equals 10, c equals 15. How do we know if we're right? Let's go back to equation 2, the other equation, and just see if those numbers work. So, 3 times 15, that would be 45. Plus 2 times 10, that would be 20. 45 plus 20 does equal 65. Give it a tick, you know you got your answers. And if you're in an exam, just write out neatly at the bottom. C equals 15, D equals 10. You're going to get 100% for your algebra.